Good morning, dear students. Today I am explaining the inheritance. Inheritance is a basically one advanced features of object-oriented programming languages. Okay, inheritance is a mechanisms in which new classes is derived from the already defined class. It mean by just like previous class, first we define one class and there we just define the functions, and then these functions are be redefined or derived to the another class. It's called subclass. So okay, this is the features of inheritance. Now under this I covered the topic. At the end of this chapter you are able to understand the concepts of inheritance, types of inheritance, understand the single inheritance, use super in derived to invoke init functions, multiple inheritance, understand the overriding override methods of parents class, and learn about the abstract methods. Okay, so here let's start inheritance. Inheritance in object-oriented programming. Inheritance is a mechanisms in which the new class is derived from the already defined classes. Okay, derived class is known as subclass or a child class. The pre-existing class is known as base class, parents class, or a super classes. Now the types of inheritance. Inheritance is a basically 5 types. First one is single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. Now single inheritance. Let's start with single inheritance. Single inheritance, these types of simplest kind of inheritance. There are only one parents class. Okay, on here one parents class, there we define one functions and we derive that class to the another class. Okay, it's a child class, it's known as child class. Okay, now the next, it's a example of simple inheritance. Look it on here, we just create one examples is simple inheritance. First we create a class person. Okay, here we pass the argument parenthesis as a object. Then we define the 3 functions. First function is defined init, it is a constructor type functions. Okay, and self, it mean by it call itself, these functions call itself, and here we pass the argument, 2 argument, name and age, and we just call this function on this data type on its function. Okay, the self dot name equal to name, self dot name equal to age. Now next, define get name self. So here we get this function, if we call this function it return the value of name variable. Then same in get age. Okay, define get age self, on there it's written the self written self age. Okay, now next is it's a child class, it's derived from the parents class. Look at here, class students, we create a new class students, and here we pass the parameter of super class. Okay, it mean by it is a reference, it take reference of parents class person. Now here again we define one construction, define slash init slash, then self, name, age, roll number and marks. Look at here, we just define the same functions, redefine the same functions. Previously name and age are there, and we again take 2 argument, roll number and marks. Then super student dot self, student comma self dot init self comma name comma age. It mean by it's just take the value from the super class. Okay, or parents class. Then next line, self dot roll number, we define the self dot roll number on here and marks on here in a students class. Okay, so we just define that again two functions, get roll number and get marks. It return the value of roll number and marks from the child class. Okay, it is the examples of simple inheritance. Look at the example output. P equal to person Ram 15. It means by we create a objects P of the person class. On there it takes the value of name and age. Okay, so we just call that next functions P dot get name, so it return Ram. Then again we call the next functions from the parents class P dot get age, so it will be written 15, the value of 15. It means by it's the age of Ram. Now then next we create an objects of students class. Look at here. Okay, on here what we are doing, S equal to student, then inside the bracket we pass the argument theta 16, 15 and 78. So here we call only three functions. We are having previously 4 value, but we on here we just call the 3 functions, name, age and marks. So it will be written the age theta, age 16 and marks 78. In Python, the above task is existing in it can be achieved the following way, by super functions or by the name of super. Okay. Multi-level inheritance. In these types of inheritance, the derived class become the base of other classes. Okay. It mean by here we just create one parents class, one parent class, base class. Here we just define the values and that functions, and these function is derived from the first, it is a child class. Okay, and these child class functions is again define the another child class. Okay, just like it is examples of in biology, first one is grandparents, parents and child class, like that. Okay, same thing in Python, we just define the class, define the functions on base class, and later we use on the different child class and redefine it again and again. Now the next is abstract multiple inheritance. It is a multiple inheritance. Okay, in multiple inheritance, the derived class of inheritance from one or more base classes. Okay, on here previously we take one base class or one parents, here we just take two parents class and it is redefined by the derived class. Okay, on it mean by two parents and one child concepts are there in multiple inheritance. Then hierarchy inheritance. These types of inheritance is only one base class, one parents class are there, and this is derived from the there one more than one derived class or more than one child class. It's called hierarchical inheritance. Hybrid inheritance. In hybrid inheritance is a combination of multiple and hierarchical and multi-level. Okay, it is a totally combination, multiple types of inheritance. First one is, look at base and base. It is a simple type of inheritance. If we access this again, it's called multi-level inheritance. And if we just use the base is derived from that more than two derived classes, so it is called multiple inheritance. So here this combination is called hybrid inheritance. Look at the function overloading. Overloading, it mean by we just again and again redefine. Object oriented, providing advanced features to functions overloading. Okay, so function overloading is a methods. There we can define our classes. Now these features in programming provide a special implementations to a methods of subclasses which already implemented by the superclasses. Okay, this version of a methods that executed will be determined by the objects that use invoke. Look at it with the help of this example. Let's first we declare a parents class, a students class, and we just pass the argument. Okay, and here we just define the one functions, init functions, self, id and name. Okay, here we access self dot id equal to id, self dot name equal to name. Then we just take three functions which will be written. First two is return the value, and third one is show the value of id and name of that methods. Next we just create the next classes. Teacher class. In teacher class again we pass the objects, and here we define the value, teacher id, teacher name and subjects, and we just access that data like self dot teacher id equal to teach id, tick id, self dot tick name equal to tech name, self dot subject equal to subject. Okay, then define get name self, return self dot tech name, define get id self, return self tech id. Here again we return the subject value. Okay, then define show. It is used to display the above data. Okay, so we create two parents class. First one is teacher and second first student, second teachers. Now here look at the school. School is a examples of derived class. So it's derived the functions of teachers as well as students classes. Okay, so here again we redefine the init functions. On there we just take the all the values prior whatever previous we are taken in our parents class. Okay, look at self, id, name, tech id, tech name, subject and school id. Okay, then student init में क्या करेंगे हम, it's we just call it, we just call the students class on here, student dot init self, and then we just take that second line teachers dot init, then we just call the teachers functions. Okay, then self dot school id we define the functions. Okay, then define get id and display the id. On here we just define only two functions, school id and school return. Okay, get and display. Then in the above examples, class school inherited class students and class teachers. Okay, so here the example we just create the one objects s1 equal to school, then 3 Shyam, 56 Ram, FIT and 530. Here s1 dot display, it is display the, in last what we are giving self and school id, so it will be written the value of school id, then get id, it is also written the value of school's id, and so in show function what we are giving previously, look at in show functions we are returning the teacher's name, teacher's id and school id. On here we are just using the same show function self, student name and id. So what it return, student's id. Why? Because here we just call the school function first. Okay, whatever we are creating first, it will be written that value. Next, abstract methods. Okay, what is the abstract methods? Abstract method is a methods declared in parents class but not implemented in it. The implementation such methods can be given in derived class. It mean by on there in parents class we just define the classes but not declare, not written inside it anything. So here look at the example, class, circle, then objects. We just take one functions self. Okay, on here we can't define anything, रेज नो इम्प्लीमेंटेशंस एरर। तो ये इससे क्या होगा, एक एरर जनरेट करेगा कि नो इम्प्लीमेंटेशंस। लुक एट दैट एग्जाम्पल। फर्स्ट वी जस्ट create one object c equal to circle, and then we call get radius functions. So it will be show the error methods. Okay, what's the implement methods? No implementation error. Now let's see the circle which implemented in abstracts class. Okay, so in abstracts class we just create one child class. Okay, in child class or abstract class, on here we just create a new class circle1, and it access the functions of circle. Okay, on here we define slash init slash, then self radius. Here we get value of radius and it will be written. Okay, the value here we define init, we define the value, it will and get radius, it will be written the value of radius. Okay, now we just create an object c equal to circle1, and we just pass the argument 10. Okay, so it will be written the value of 10. Then again we just create one circle class. On here we define the radius, same thing is there. Okay, so get radius, it will be written no error implementations. Okay, first we create the class circle1 circle, then define init functions. Okay, on here we define the value of radius and then define get radius, then it will be raise the error, raise not implementations error. Okay, so after that when we create the objects get radius, it will be used to the error, it show the error no implementations are there. Now the methods implementation abstract methods by using the not implementations error expressions has a drawback. If you write a class that inherited from the circle and forgot to implement get radius, the error will be raised when you will try to that methods. Okay, if we are forgot to look at here. Okay, if we forgot to redefine it, for example in class, look at the class, we just define the value. Okay, on here what we are doing, we just create the functions only, and that get radius functions. Okay, so class and radius functions, and then after if we are not defining it, it will be generate the error. Okay, either we just derived it in circle1 but we can't define it, so it also generate the error. It's called the abstractions. Okay, basically abstraction is used to hide some methods from the outside. Okay, from the users. So now let's revise. Inheritance is an object oriented inheritance is a mechanism in which new class is derived from the already defined classes. The derived class is known as subclass or child class, and pre-existing class is called parents class. Single level inheritance is a simple type of inheritance. There are only one base class and one child class. Multi-level inheritance, on there one base class and it is derived from the one child class, and this child class is derived by the another child class. It's called multi-level inheritance. Okay, it's a multiple inheritance. There are two base class, one derived class. Hierarchical, in this inheritance one base class and more than one classes will be derived it. Okay, in hybrid inheritance it is a combinations of the multiple hierarchical and multi-level inheritance. Overriding methods is able the program to provide special implementations of methods in subclass which is already implemented in the superclasses. It means by in these methods we just redefine the functions. And abstract methods is the methods declare but not implemented, not define anything, which is defined by the derived class. It's called abstractions of the methods. Okay, thank you.